run your law firm the right way. This is the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. Your hosts, Jim Hacking and Tyson Mutrux. Let's partner up and maximize your firm. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Tyson here. Welcome to the kickoff episode of Max Law Tech Tips, where I'll share quick, actionable tech tips to supercharge your work. Today's episode is all about harnessing the capabilities of Chat GPT. No surprise there, especially when it comes to optimizing your meeting notes. So let's dive right in. And this may be something that you have not quite thought of. It's something I've sort of stumbled on. Because I think most of us, when you think of Chat GPT, you're primarily viewing it as a conversational AI like most people, which is obviously great for answering lots of questions, although it has gotten some things wrong fairly recently, or assisting with writing content. I know a lot of people are using it for that, but what you might not realize is that you can also use it. It's a powerhouse, I'd say, for transforming and enriching your meeting notes. Just the other day, this is something I stumbled on. I took a list of my notes from one of our cases and I pasted it into Chat GPT just because I was curious to see what would happen. Obviously, I removed any sensitive information about my client, so there was nothing in there that would identify my client or the case that was being pasted in there. But it was mostly just dates and times for the most part, and I was really surprised by the results. When I did it, what happened was it asked me if I wanted a visual representation of my case. And I was like, well, yes. So let's see what happens here. And what happened was it created a visual timeline of my case, and it was extremely accurate. It was incredible to see. And it was really cool. And it allows you, gave me a little option to view it right away. You click on the link, or I could also edit it, which was also pretty cool. And that would then open you up in a new tab. That was really cool. What I expected was a summary or really a rephrasing, but like what I got was way better. And really, this is just one example of what it can do. Sometimes it'll give you just deeper insights as to what you paste into there. Sometimes it'll give you potential follow-up questions. Sometimes it'll give you reminders. It'll ask you questions sometimes. Sometimes it'll give you suggestions on next steps that you might want to take. It's kind of like having a sharp legal assistant that'll give you that instantaneous feedback and some insights. And it's just by taking your notes that you already have and just inputting them into ChatGPT. No prompt. I didn't give any prompt at all. All I did was just paste it in there. So hopefully you'll test this out. If you do and you like it, and I'm really curious to see what you think of it, text me. I'd love for you to text me just to let me know how it goes. The text line is 314-501-9260. And just let me know what you think. And if there's any tech tips that you want me to cover on this series, just let me know, and I'm happy to try to get to it. All right, that's a wrap for our first tech episode. Make sure you listen to our next episode, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what you should look for when thinking about adding a new software to your firm, to your firm's tech stack. So check that out. I'm going to go through really a checklist that allows you to, instead of, just following the shiny bouncy ball, think about it first before you start to implement things and drive your team crazy. All right. Until then, have a great week, and we'll talk to everybody next week. See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. To stay in contact with your host and to access more content, go to MaximumLawyer.com. Have a great week and catch you next time.